We are getting down to the details in our sailboat restoration project, and this week we're building a brand new tiller for our abandoned boat. Remember this? Our boat has definitely seen better days. And our goal is to bring her back to life so we can sail our little liveaboard boat around the world. This is Luke. And I'm Lori. And if you want to be part of our adventure, subscribe to our channel, like this video, and ring that bell. It's a totally free way to keep the journey alive. We are here in the workshop taking advantage of all this great equipment to make our handmade tiller for our salvage sailboat. So when it comes to creating our tiller, we are going to laminate pieces of teak, and we also wanted a nice decorative line in the middle, so that's going to be a white jikijiba in the middle to get that nice beautiful sandwich and curved effect. We are modeling ours off of a particularly beautiful tiller that we saw online, and so Sergio is here to show us exactly how you make that by hand. And I'm here really for moral support and to learn from the master, so I'm going to be following him around and showing you exactly how he accomplishes it. Now, we have the luxury right now of being in this warehouse to be able to accomplish this, but there's a lot of things that can just be replaced with machines at home, so I fully feel that you can do this on your own as well. Sergio has been working with small equipment and not in a workshop. A lot of the time he works inside of the boat with smaller equipment, so it can be done. But we're going to show you all the amazing things to make this beautiful and wonderful tiller our own. Starting off, we needed to know the size and shape that we're going to build our tiller. Therefore, Sergio created a model of our ideas. How much wood you need for the strips, Sergio explained that you have to consider how much loss you will have due to the saw blade. Our blade eats 3 millimeters of material, but this can easily increase if the blade isn't regulated correctly. Therefore, we'll lose over double the amount of material in order to create our strips. Fortunately, we have enough scrap wood here to get the job done. we flipped the original setup and attempted to have a second hand wheel installed in our cockpit, but that didn't go so well. The installation didn't line up and had major issues with the cord slipping off the radial drive when we sailed it down south. During this trip, we also realized that even though the wheel was quite small, it took up way too much room in not only the cockpit, but also the machine room. These are just some of the main factors that led us to switching back mid-construction. That's the white one. Sergio is working on this part here. We have this straight part, right? And now we have this larger area here that we're going to add on, and that's going to be large and stable, attaching to the rudder stock. So this right here that is in our mold is the handle itself. It is going to be in total 1 meter. This is about 94 centimeters, and then we're going to attach a larger stock that's reinforced in the end, and like I said, that's going to be attached to the stock itself. We still have to get the hardware for it to be connected.
Tem que sentar ao lado.
Porque pode deixar outros. Ó.
Mas assim não pode, ele fica fraco.
All right, guys, it is the next day, 24 hours later, and now Sergio is moving it out of our mold to see if all of our hard work paid off. Exciting! O que vamos fazer agora?
Primeiro tirar as cunhas.
Huh?
Ok? Depois nós vamos tirar as travas.
Now we're trying to get them unglued from one another. Because we remember we have the extension piece and the regular handle. Doesn't even flex, huh? That's sturdy. Now that we have our wood glued, cut, and ready to go, we can clean up the pieces a little and then create the second part of our handle that will be the base attached by a stainless steel fitting to the rudder stop. Except, as you can see, one of our little pieces of wood here is about, let's say, a millimeter shorter just in this one area for some reason. It happens, wood is irregular, but instead of losing all of our width with that 1 millimeter, what we're going to do is we're going to take the butt end, I don't know, of our rudder handle, and we're going to put it here, and that's going to cover up probably most of this. Let's say we cut it about here. So that's covering up most of it as it is. Maybe we sand a little bit more here just to get rid of that so that we don't end up losing so much width. And that's that. This is our step number 2 now, using this block of tekka. We thought about laminating this tekka as well, but we decided we're just going to do one block and connect it to our laminated piece here. We've taken the largest curve on our router bit possible, and we're going to curve that, and we're going to see how round it gets. It's probably going to have some square parts to it still, so the rest of it then we'll sand by hand. This is the best that we could get it with the router. The rest we'll have to do by hand. It's gonna rest on top of our tiller. So we wanna make sure that it avoids where you're gonna hold and it doesn't go too far back. We decided to cut it around 65 centimeters, so we have a little space if we want to reduce it. So that's going to be quite a bit of distance for us inside the boat. We have a small boat, so we think it'll be just enough. Now, this is the same width as our tiller right now, so we're going to reduce it, make it a little bit more round, and where the handhold is, we're going to keep it a little bit thicker. First, we were trying to do like a handle, but as you can see in our wonderful demonstration, our goal, it's more like the end of it instead of the surface, right? So it's not like a handle, it's more like you're holding the end, right? And that's the goal we're going for. So instead of making it wide and then all of a sudden thin for holding, we're gonna do it more angular here, right? We're gonna do more angular. This is an exaggerated version of it right there. I guess it kind of looks like the end of a canoe paddle, right? So this is very exaggerated, but we're gonna we're gonna trim off the sides, then we're gonna round this out, and then we're gonna do this by hand to see exactly where we want it to land.
I really wanted to step in and like do some sanding and help out and, you know, learn from this process, but he just told me that this is one of his favorite things to do, to create, you know, hardwood pieces. They're really unique, and there's like a challenge to figuring them out, because we have to look on this picture online and kind of dissect how does it work, how's the angles, how is it made, and then we kind of make our decision and then create it that way, right? And he's like super into it, so I don't really have the heart to step in and like take anything away from him. Like, let the man have his fun, right? I'll just sit and watch this time. It's too cute.
looking online everywhere, trying to figure out where we can get these tiller head fittings and also the fitting for the extension rod. So we are not able to find it as of yet, and it also seems like looking at places like the United States and Europe, it's also not something that's very common to find, so there are very limited options. Let us know in the comments if you know where this kind of particular fitting would be purchased. It also looks really expensive. We've seen prices around like $500 to $800 for just the fitting, not even the extension. So we might make it on our own here. We do actually have the metal. Remember, we decided to scrap our stainless steel door, so we do have the stainless steel ready for that available, and we can make it on our own here. But before we do that, we're looking around to see if there's any companies that can make it for us or if there's anything available. So far, we can't even really find the name of it in Portuguese to be able to search for it properly. So that is a little bit of a hurdle for us to finish this project. For now, I hope you like the results and I hope you think it looks really good. We're going to continue looking for these fittings so we can install it when we finish the cockpit, and you're going to see the results. I'm super excited to see it with the stainless steel hardware on it. It's just going to make the wood pop even more. So thanks for sticking with us, and we'll hope to bring you more projects next week as we try to get this boat into the water and around the world.